Hi. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to stay at an abandoned resort? Well, it's basically what I get to do this weekend. I'm at Kadewa Retreat, and this is basically a small boutique resort in the south end of Ubud. Ubud is this beautiful art village in the middle of Bali, but if you go just 10-15 minutes down south, you get the most stunning jungle views ever. So that's where I am. There's literally nobody else staying at this resort except for me. Just me by myself. The kitchen is even closed, so before I came the owners were like, hey, the kitchen's closed, here's the menu, order whatever you want the day before so that we can prepare it for you. I just finished having lunch. I'm not going to tell you what I ate because this is basically going to be a montage of a weekend in an abandoned luxury retreat. So there's gonna be a lot of food, there's gonna be a lot of beers. I'll check back in with you at the end of this little adventure. Oh, I almost forgot. Before I get too drunk, let's do a little hotel tour, shall we? Water actually has like a current and it's just floating me along. Good morning. So I woke up this morning just thinking I was gonna have a regular breakfast overlooking, you know, a regular view, and this is happening. Another perk of staying at an abandoned resort when you're the only one here is that the staff, they go all out. Actually, floating breakfasts are pretty normal here in Bali. We usually have to request them. But I didn't have to request anything. I just woke up and this was here. So Bali is said to be opening back up to tourists in October. And that means when you come, it's obviously gonna start out a little bit slow. There's not gonna be that many tourists here in the beginning. And you're gonna get this kind of abandoned resort treatment. Even in October, when things are reopening, it's gonna open so slowly. So you're gonna go to a lot of resorts and there's not gonna be a lot of people there. It's a really, really cool time to be in Bali. Take advantage. It's a British thing to eat baked beans for breakfast. So literally they just take a can of beans. We're gonna try. It feels like drunk food. It's like beans and ketchup or something. I actually kind of like it, but British people, you're weird. After breakfast, it's bath time. So all of the bath gels here smell really good. This one smells like coconut and the other bath stuff smells like jasmine. But something I really like about Bali is that everything is infused with local oils and local flowers, and it's usually all natural. None of that Chinese shit. Sorry, China. Come and make a little bubble bath and enjoy my frog bathtub. I'm really enjoying myself here. Day 2 at the abandoned resort. It's going pretty well. You know what I've realized is that in 20 years, 10 years, 5 years, when people talk about the pandemic and they say, do you remember when we ran out of toilet paper, when we had to quarantine for weeks at a time? I'm gonna say, no, I don't remember that because I was in Bali. To date, we've had 400 cases on the island of corona. There's a lot of theories as to why it's been so low. Some people say it's under-reporting. Some people say that in Balinese culture, when you're sick, you stay home, you're taken care of at home, so everyone's house is kind of like a little hospital. And then there's other theories that are like, you know, the weather. It's so hot and humid here that a virus like corona doesn't last very long. Each village here in Bali is governed by a village leader. So it's like every neighborhood has its own government basically. And these village leaders have used different tactics. One of the tactics was saying that the coronavirus is because of the gods, and if you do not adhere to what the gods want you to do, then they're basically gonna wipe you all out. That fear tactic, it's not like the government is telling us we have to stay home. The gods are telling you have to stay home. And another one is when you drive around, anytime I've been getting in a Grab taxi, so like an Uber, on a bike or in a car, they have said to me, hey, you're not wearing a mask, let's stop and get you a mask, for two reasons. One, because I should have a mask, and two, because there's so many checkpoints when we drive that you can't get into some villages, you can't even drive through some villages if you're not wearing a mask. They'll pull you over and put a mask on you. So this abandoned resort is brought to you by the fact that Bali is handling corona very well. I mean, there's still no tourists here. There's no tourists until October, which is crazy, but I'm gonna take advantage of that and try and support these businesses as much as I can while supporting my business and while supporting what you're gonna do when all these travel restrictions are lifted. Now I'm just gonna run around this resort and have some playtime. You wanna come with me? Let's go. We're gonna go have a walk down to the river. They're building a pool, but they've abandoned the pool because obviously corona. So we're gonna go check out the abandoned pool. And we're with my friend Amelia, who you will meet later. Whoa, look at all these stairs. This is so crazy. They've started the pool, but if there's no customers for the next 5 months, why need to finish the pool? This is gonna be really cool when it's done. Just like right on the river. And they're building a spa down here and a little bar, or I hope they're building a bar. My flops. You call them flops? What do we call them in Espanol? What?
Chanclas.
Chanclas.
Yeah, in Mexican.
Mis chanclas! When you guys come to Indonesia, you are gonna find a dish everywhere called mie goreng, and it's just, goreng is fried, mie is noodle, and that's just fried noodles. And it's usually served with a fried egg and these little crackers. And there's a sauce. I'm gonna see if they have a sauce. Ketchup manis. Manis means sweet. And the first time I heard of this, I was like, that is disgusting. Do you remember that scene in Elf where he puts syrup on spaghetti? That's basically what's happening here. This is like just a really, really sweet soy sauce. It's yummy though. Mie goreng with ketchup manis and beer. And this view. Yeah. And that view. Dinner! Last night, we emptied this fridge. There were beers in this fridge before. 2 bottles of wine. Hello world. When you are hungover in Bali, or in Asia, this is what you get. Pocari sweat. In South Korea, they say Pocari sweat. This is like Gatorade, it's like electrolytes and hangover magic. Oh my god. Yesterday was very successful. Now I'm gonna eat breakfast and check out. Oh, change of plans. I'm gonna go see my Bali healer and see if she can get rid of this hangover. For that video and more, please like, please subscribe. See you in the next video.
Thank you.
Thank you, bye. The little kitty. You guys, it's so true. Once you pass 30, hangovers are hell.